What's going on, guys? It's Swami509 here. Today I'm going to show you how to replace a PS4 hard drive with a 2.5 or 3.5 form. Sorry about the shaky camera movement. It's just me. I'm trying to do two things at once. I've already taken out the original hard drive, and you can see that because this is not a hard drive. This is the original hard drive right here, the 2.5 form HGS Travel Star 500 gigabyte. That's the original drive. But what I've done is I've bought a Nyko Ps4 data bank. You can put your 3.5 in there, and so this is actually a SATA converter. So the hard drive will plug into the end of here. There's wires underneath, and then your SATA plug and power is right there, and you're just plugging into there. So you're kind of fooling your system thinking it's 2.5, but it's actually a 3.5. Now, one tip though I give you: when you put your hard drive in this data bank, hold it upward like this, because then you can try. It's easier to find the connectors, because then if you watch now, when I try to tug it, it's tight and it's in there, and you can see there's a little LED indicator right there. And when I put this cover on, just nice and gently, just like that, you can slide it in there perfectly. Let me see if I can just get in there a little bit more. There we go. That should be. Yep. Alright, and it's perfectly in there. So here's the original hard drive. I'm going to put this right up there. And we're going to put this, actually I need to open this back up. And we're going to put this right on here. Just like that. You're going to align this back piece right here. This little, if you can see it, the like vent part. Just goes on the back like that. Then you just pop it in. Slide it. Slide everything so you can see it's aligned with the light strip that would usually light up when it is when the power is in, or if you press it. And then we're going to do the same thing. Or before we put the cover on, here's the cable that we need to connect to the SATA converter, which is right there. So you're just going to kind of play around with this. And let me see if yeah, you're just going to kind of play around with this. And hang on, give me a second. Just a little complicated, my bad. Alright, so as you can see, it is now plugged in. The reason why I did that is because I kind of needed more hands, and more of my hand. And just put this right back on there. And it can slide on there perfectly. And yes, I'm using two of my 2K11 video game cases to hold this, so it does not touch the carpet. Because if anybody knows, if you work in that kind of RF field, laptops or any kind of electronics, usually you should not put them on carpet. But people do them anyways, and it doesn't really hurt. So now that we have that, to make this work, before we install the software, this is the power supply cable. So what you're actually going to do instead, you can see there's the two ports for the power supply. You actually plug this in first. Okay, now it's plugged in. And then, where did my original power supply just go? Right here. This is the original power supply. And you're actually just going to plug that into there. And again, I need more hands, and so it's going to look just like that. The reason why you have to do that is because it's a SATA converter in there. It's not going to give it power. But for it to turn on, you have to they had to make an external power kind of source. So you're actually going to get both power to the PS4, but power to this hard drive, docking bay, data bank, whatever you want to call it. So now it's in. And again, I already have the software installed on there, but just so I can show you this works, and this is a continuous video, as you can see, with my terrible camera holding. It's plugged in. I'm going to show you that it does work. I do not have any games on there because I'm trying to use up my original hard drive, but I will go through you the basis on how to install it. And another thing you should know, when you use that new docking bay, this is the original cover for the PS4, you actually cannot put this on top. So if you're going to use a 3.5, which I recommend because you can get more space, way better deals on 3.5 drives, you're going to have your PS4 looking like that, which it doesn't look too bad, but I mean, I know there's people who have OCD about it. So that's how it'll permanently look, unless you use 2.5. And again, since I've already installed the software, this is what it's going to look like. Come on. The hell, alright, hang on, my controller's being a dumbass right now. Oh, I hate when it does this. Absolute ass. Give me a second. Sorry for looking up at the ceiling.